Appeals Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Turchi versus Pearson. You all have been together for a year and a half. Ms. Turchi, why have you brought your boyfriend to court today?
I'm here because I think he has been cheating on me with the girl in the apartment that lives directly underneath me downstairs. I've invested over a year with you, so I need to know, because I'm too fine for this.
She said she's too fine for this. Okay.
All right. Sounds like you've got a lot of concerns. What's at stake here? I mean, if you find out he's cheating, then what?
Your Honor, I just need to know, because if he is cheating, I need to know so I can leave now, because I got a lot of other guys, a lot of other neighbors that want me. It's not just you, boo.
Guess it's good to have options, huh?
She got options. She sounds like she got options.
Yes,
All right.
Your Honor.
Mr. Pearson, I mean, she says she's got options. So if you're cheating on her, are you cheating on her?
Of course not, Your Honor. If she can get past the insecurities, we wouldn't argue. We wouldn't argue about anything.
How do you feel about Miss Turchi? Okay, aside from the lust,
Yeah,
the very obvious lust.
What do you mean?
Okay, you see how I feel like I ought to give you a knife and a fork the way you looking at her.
Ready to eat her up, huh?
He is ready to bounce. I'm like, wow.
So you want this relationship to work?
Of course, of course.
How did you guys meet?
Basically, we met at a mailbox. We both live in the same apartment community. So I'm out there getting my mail. I had just worked out. And this guy comes up, just a normal guy trying to holler again. I'm like, oh God, what does he want, I stepped back for a second. I was like, and then I seen his car, and I was like, let me give him a chance.
Okay, what kind of car does he have that make you say, let me give you a chance?
A Corvette.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you looked at him, and it was like, nah, but then you saw the car, and that's what sealed the deal?
That's not gonna seal the deal, but it's like, oh, he got some swag,
Ah, Cutler, swag.
All right, so when you first saw her, what did you think?
I'm new to the area, so, I went to go check my mailbox, and I seen her, I'm like, ooh, who's this little baddie with a fatty? You feel me? So I had to close out fast. Once we went separate ways, when we pulled up to park, we noticed that she lives above me.
Oh, so you are at a mailbox down the street, and then you all realize y'all live right there together.
Right.
Yes.
Well, before the first date, I felt like I had to stand out. So I had left some flowers at her door.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I kept being persistent. You know what I mean? I would text her, call her. If she needed anything done, I would do anything to just get in her face. 2 weeks later, after the first meeting, we went out to eat. Just had good conversation, good chemistry, and we went from there.
All right, so Ms. Turchi, did you feel that he was putting on the full court press?
He had that swag. He was cool. He was nice. He didn't seem like, a jerk, very well-mannered, would open my door, the car door, just very respectful. So that stood out, You
eventually said, yes, I'll go out with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because it started out, she liked his car.
Yeah.
But he kept pushing. He kept pushing.
Whenever I got in.
Kept pushing. And she fell for him. See how that works?
Well, I know how that works.
Okay.
If you remember, you were just a friend.
Yeah. And I kept pushing.
Well, yeah, you did, because I was going out with the guy, and he's like, I don't want you to do that no more.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
All right.
okay.
All right, so give it up for the persistent brothers. There you go. All right.
So, this sounds really perfect. He's your neighbor, nice looking gentleman, nice vehicle. Mm-hmm. He's got the full court press, he's respectful. Why in the world are you here today?
I'm here, Your Honor, because he lives right underneath me. So I ring on the bell, this woman answers, and she's like, can I help you? I go, is Jarmel here? And she's like, he's not here right now. And she didn't retaliate or question me or cry. She didn't really have too much of a reaction. But I just looked at her and I was like, I pointed at my car and I pointed upstairs and I go, but who's gonna bring my stuff upstairs? My groceries. And she kind of just looked at me. She didn't even have a reaction, that's my man, what are you doing here? Nothing. So she was so basic.
All right, so, Ms. Turchi, you confront this woman. You ask her.
I didn't assume, because I'm bad. She's not. So it didn't even cross my mind that this could be a woman that he's, involved with. I really thought it was a housekeeper or something.
All right.
So, Mr. Pearson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your girlfriend knocks on the door and finds you're living with another woman. How does that happen?
Your Honor, this was a friend from the past. Okay, she was down on her luck. She came to me last minute asking me if she can stay with me. We had just started talking when she was down on her luck and came to my house. She's being paranoid right now.
And is she still living with you?
No.
Okay, so when she was living with you, were you ever sexually active with her?
I'm trying to figure out why you didn't tell your girlfriend, I've got another woman
I didn't tell her because it was last minute, and I didn't know how long she was gonna stay, so I didn't think it would matter. I thought it was be a quick turnaround, like maybe 90 days. How long does it take you to get on your feet?
90 days?
It doesn't take that long to get on your feet.
So you weren't gonna, if your girlfriend had not knocked on the door, your friend would have stayed there for 3 months without you telling your girlfriend?
I mean, ain't that a probationary period? Like, that's like 90 days. Like, you can get on your feet in 90 days.
No. Let me answer your question. No.
That's a no. You'll be on a probationary period, all right.
If that's the case, Mr. Cutler's been on probation for 38 years. Because that would be a no. A no. You can't have a woman living with you and you not say something.
This is where I had my ultimatum. So one night, we were supposed to go to the movies, and like he just started like, you know, not answering. He was supposed to be at my house. Now it's to the point where it's like past 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, and you're still not here. How are we supposed to do the movies? He stood me up. So now he's starting to act suspicious all over again.
Did you stand Miss Turchi up?
First date, I did clarify to her that I'm a real estate investor, and my schedule is hectic. On that night, we talked about the movies, but we didn't actually plan it.
Oh my God.
You understand? So that night I was with a client.
And I get that, but you all had a movie picked out, right? You had a movie picked out, right?
There's no romance without finance.
You had a movie picked out, right?
Yes, we did. And at this point, Jarmel knows my biggest pet peeve, I hate this, is getting ready and then the guy just doesn't show up. That's my number one thing that I hate, and he just, whatever. So anyways.
Wait. Okay. So let me ask you something. So you believe that he wasn't closing a real estate deal. You believe he was closing some other kind of deal.
Yes.
All right, Miss Turchi, do you have anything else?
Yes. I had a formal event I had to attend at a mansion in Miami. I had told Jarmel about it weeks prior. It was very, very important to me. He knew it was very important to me. I had planned for this. We had an RSVP, wear special attire, you know, get a limo. Like, it just was a very formal event. So, like, it's like 6 o'clock. He's like, yeah, I'm on my way. 8 o'clock comes, he's nowhere to be found. So you're just gonna stand me up? I paid for my hair and my makeup. I had to buy a ticket not only for me and him. I had to,
What was the cost of those tickets?
They were $600 for both.
Wow. I mean, it's one thing, a movie, but $600 worth of tickets?
So where were you, Mr. Pearson?
Your Honor, that day, my day started very early at 5 a.m. I had to run I ran a whole bunch of errands. I hit the gym. So I called her and told her I'm gonna go home and take a cat nap. Unfortunately, when I got home, I took a cat nap. When I woke up, it was 5 o'clock in the morning.
So you went home to take a cat nap,
Yeah.
and now you find yourself in the doghouse.
In a doghouse, just wake up and you're already in it.
You slept through the
I
party.
slept through it.
Finesser, oh, I fell asleep. I took a nap.
But
Come on.
Ms.
knocked on the
Turchi, you
door.
live upstairs from him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you didn't go downstairs and knock on the door?
I went downstairs, I knocked on the door, rang the video doorbell, and nothing.
My car was outside. My car was outside.
So I knew he was there.
I was asleep.
So you knew he was there?
Yes.
You just think he was there with another woman?
Yes.
My car was outside.
So I knew he was there.
I was asleep. I was probably tired.
How was you not here? Somebody knock pounding at your door.
I'm tired.
So you, wait. You actually saw his car parked in the driveway?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you knew he was there?
Yes.
You just think he was there with another woman?
Yes. Because why else would you not answer the door?
Well, he was asleep.
All right.
Please, he heard it.
And you've opened your case today because you're suing to recoup the money that you put out for those tickets.
Correct. I think he should pay for both of our tickets because he made me get ready.
That's absurd.
Did you go to the party?
I went to the party. I had to get my hair, our outfits had to coordinate with each other. I had to spend money on my wardrobe, my makeup.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How much are you asking this court to award you?
I'm asking him for $1,600 to reimburse.
All right, so I know $600 for the tickets. What is the other $1,000 cover?
I had to do my Botox and my lips, and that combined was another $1,000.
Botox and lips.
Your Honor, she's gonna do that regardless. That's crazy, Your Honor.
He's always
I won't
telling
charge
me
you for a
I should
haircut. I would never charge you for a haircut or a car wash.
He's always telling me
That's
you
crazy. She wanted to do that regardless. She wanted to do that regardless. That has nothing to do with
You
our
told
dinner
me
date.
you wanted me to get my lips done. You said they were looking a little deflated anyways.
Mr. Pearson, did you commit to go to this party?
I did commit.
Okay. Ms. Turchi, what do you hope for this relationship?
I hope that he is not cheating. Like, maybe he did a little bit in the beginning when we first met, that's fine. But once we establish a relationship and I gave you an ultimatum and you actually evicted the girl, like, there is no reason to cheat after that. You got all this. Why would you mess that up?
Well, there it is.
Well, to get to the truth, the court has retained the services of licensed private investigator and polygraph examiner Kendall Scholl. Ron, would you please show Mr. Scholl into the courtroom?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Scholl, how are you?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good to see you, Mr. Scholl.
Good to see you, Your Honor.
Ms. Turchi has some concerns about her boyfriend. Now, you performed an investigation in this case, is that right?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
So what did your investigation in this case entail?
Our investigation entailed
A female associate who went undercover posing as a litigant coming to court because she too was being accused of cheating. Her assignment was to find out if Mr. Pearson is a cheater. She flirted with him to see if he would bite.
I didn't move. I didn't budge. Look.
You're looking at her like,
I was being nice.
I know he likes big
That's all she
booties.
got is a butt.
Well, that's all you need.
Oh, boy. All right, what else happened?
At some point, my associate talked about being in Vegas for an event that he too is planning to attend. So my associate asked for his phone number, and I have that tape as well.
All right, let's see that.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Really?
So Sunday night, you said?
Huh?
Okay.
You can't tell I'm not even interested.
You just put your phone number in there. Like, I'm
That was
not
a fake
stupid.
number.
Okay. How do you prove it?
Put 115.
And you gave her your Instagram?
Wow. I was being social. That's
All
all it was. It wasn't.
So, Mr. Pearson, this lady talked to you about hooking up in Vegas, and you give her...
I gave her the cold shoulder at first, but she was so aggressive and kept coming, and I didn't want to be,
Remember when we started dating? You were really aggressive, and I was giving you the cold shoulder, and look how this turned out.
Okay, but I'm the hunter. I don't want to be hunted. What do you mean? I was chilling.
All right, but to further investigate this case, we ordered a polygraph test. And we have those results, right, Mr. Scholl?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
Mr. Pearson was asked, in mid-April, did you have physical sexual contact with a woman the night you stood up Miss Turchi for your movie date? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
Mr. Pearson, you were being deceptive. What happened?
Really?
All right, let's go to the next question. Mr. Pearson was asked, did you have physical sexual contact with another woman the night you didn't go to the dinner party? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
On the night of my event, are you kidding me? You couldn't have chose any other night to go out with any other woman. You had to choose that night. You knew that was important to me. I can't believe you would do this to me for some basic.
Mr. Pearson, you're 0 for 3. Ron, would you please go get Miss Turchi?
Yes, Sean.
Ms. Turchi, you're obviously upset. Would you share with Mr. Pearson how you're feeling right now?
I mean, like, you always talk about trust and loyalty, and you just, like, lie about everything, so now it's just a confirmation. So why would you even pursue me for over a year just to cheat on me? For what reason? If you're gonna be a player, play the game properly. Like,
Just saying.
Sometimes I heck over other women.
All right. And so you've done that since you've been dating her?
Yes. They don't mean anything to me.
Obviously, they meant our relationship because I'm not dealing with this.
So you're saying you're done?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, we still need to rule on the lawsuit. And your claim for the lawsuit was that you spent $1,600, $600 on tickets, $300 for you, $300 for him, plus the cost for your Botox and your lips.
Yes, Your Honor.
I wish I could award you the full $1,600, but I can't. Because the Botox and the lips, that was for your benefit as well. The ticket that you bought for him, you are entitled to reimbursement for that, and the court is going to order you, Mr. Pearson, to reimburse Ms. Turchi $300 for the ticket for the mansion party event. So ordered.
Ms. Turchi, your gut was wrong. We do have counselors to help you all move forward, apparently separately. And as we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a healthy, meaningful relationship. This court is dismissed.